Hello. We last did a Wingfield review for Council back in January 2019. In the intervening months, we've continued to work to deliver our ward priorities. We feel this has been the best way of representing and helping our residents over and above the additional COVID-related services that have been sadly necessary.
The first of our priorities is the use, maintenance and extension of our community hubs and the activities that go on there. Like everyone else, we thought that Christmas 2019 was going to be our last year as Wingfield councillors. So instead of our traditional Christmas awards ceremony, we decided on an end of term event for our partners and local groups in February 2020, as close to the expected purdah as we could manage. We used the wonderful Spotlight Theatre facilities at Wingfield Academy, and we thank the individuals and groups who have worked with us in the preceding 4 years for their support, innovations and good humour. And by the way, the fizz in the photo is non-alcoholic. The installation of a Christmas tree on the site of the old public hall produced an amazing community event. Lights were switched on by local school children, a brass band played and a local hostelry hosted an outdoor craft fair.
In October 2019, we saw our first ever Greensborough Gala event taking place in our now Green Flags Award, Greensborough Park. It was a fabulous day with many residents commenting on how lovely it was to bring the community together. It really was a big community event held across one day, with stalls, brass bands, arts and crafts, food, and even a dog show organised by Thornbury Animal Sanctuary. There's even a film about it you can watch on Rotherham Live TV. Addressing isolation and loneliness is one of our main priorities, and you'll have seen that the activities in previous slides contributed to our aim to tackle this problem across our ward. Specific activities against this aim have seen us purchase and install our Friendly Bench in Greensborough Park, where we've even had an outdoor socially distanced meeting around it with the Friends of Greensborough Park community group. We've also supported the annual OAP Christmas dinner and party at Wingfield Academy each December, and we've also carried out reassurance visits with housing officers and local PCSOs across the ward at bungalow and flat complexes in Greensborough, Wingfield and the Hampstead Green area at Kimberworth Park.
We've also worked with two of our churches, St Mary's and St John's, the Meeting Place and Fitzwilliam Square Residents Association to bring about social events which aimed to bring our communities together. We've just recorded our online contribution to this year's Remembrance Day event, but the last year's event was accompanied by food from the Second World War era, and we enjoyed, although enjoy might be stretching it a bit, dripping sandwiches and jelly and evaporated milk. ASB is a big issue for us in Wingfield, with a lot of substance misuse fuelled incidents. We've carried on our work with housing and the police on St John's Green, with new lighting and fencing due soon to increase the safety for the flat's residents. We've also worked with Street Pride on clearing and cutting back around entrances to underpasses, and we've painted them and made them lighter and brighter and feel safer.
Ockerdike Walk and the shopping area there has been another success. By working with housing and their commercial estate service, we managed to secure funding to demolish garages, refresh shop frontages, perk up the planting, acquire new business residents and provide a car park. The opening up of this area has reduced ASB and made it a very pleasant environment. Activities for young people is another of our passions. And during the time since our last review, we've held a networking meeting to receive the results of a consultation exercise undertaken by Early Help and contributed to by almost 300 young people. We asked them what they wanted in their ward, and their top small ask was a basket swing, which we have purchased for them. Their top big ask was for a mugger, and we have made this our priority for the last year, and it is now well on its way to appearing.
Since the introduction of the new model of neighbourhood working, we've always been really keen in Wingfield Ward on achieving our aims through partnership working, which we believe has brought us some really good successes in the ward. In terms of partnership working, we were honoured to host the International Nemesis project through our local primary schools in Wingfield Ward. The legacy project of this piece of work will see a new SEND facility built at Rockingham School, which is being equally funded by Housing Transformation Funds, SEN funding via Children and Young People Services, and through the school itself. The project will see the demolition of the former caretaker's property and a new facility built on this site. The site is actually now clear and work will shortly begin on building the new timber infrastructure for this exciting new building. We'll also be applying our partnership ethos to seeking a way to improve the area surrounding what will be the new Coach Road junction. We're hoping for the demolition of the old garages just accessed off Main Street and to resurface this site to make a much needed new car park, and to also introduce a new green corridor to link the entrance of Griesborough Park to the recreation ground and onwards further to the new shared use pathway and cycle lane further along Fenton Road.
A slide here to show some other successes brought about through partnership working. There's the new Toucan crossing on Fenton Road, first suggested at one of our network meetings. More reassurance visits, which came about from our community action partnership, and the removal of hedges and shrubs around Kimberworth Park Road to again reduce ASB and increase local safety, suggested to us by the St John's Green stakeholder group. What we'd really like to do to finish is to say a huge thank you to all the partners that we work with. And in these difficult times, we want to give a big shout out for our neighbourhood team, Sean and Nicola, who have kept us focused on delivery of our priorities to provide some continuity to residents through the dark months so far of 2020. Thank you for listening.